It is Monday, December the 16th, 2024. I am James, you are you. We are here for another festive night on the internet. That's right, a Christmas-filled edition of At Home with James. And tonight, we're not only going to be talking about what's on your mind, but more importantly, what's on your heart this holiday season, because tonight, well, it's a heartfelt holiday episode of At Home with James. We've done a number of Christmas episodes over the years, but I thought tonight we're starting a little bit later. Why don't we calm things down a little bit? We don't want to get too fired up before bed. So if you're at home, I'd encourage you to fire up the kettle or the pot. Put your preferred base in either. Maybe it's water, maybe it's milk, maybe have a hot chocolate or a cup of herbal tea. Sit down, relax, and let us entertain you. Let us find our way into not only your home, but your hearts this evening. Of course, when I say we, you need more people, don't you? You need a co-pilot. You need a co-host. You need a festive side piece. So without any further ado, let's welcome, he's a lot like Rudolph helping us guide this sleigh. Let's welcome Dave Kaufman to the show. Dave, how you feeling? Tired? I am.
I'm feeling all right, but a little
We had a
tired.
big weekend. We had a big weekend.
We had a big weekend, yeah. I like the tone of your voice right now.
Yeah, you know, I'm going for AM radio. Do you have any problems? Why don't you call in and let us help you solve those problems? I'm going for a Delilah type of feel.
Well, you sound a lot like the male Delilah.
The male Delilah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little hoarse from the weekend, so I think it's lending itself to this kind of calm, soothing tone. I think I sound a little sexy.
I'd say.
Do you think I could be a successful phone sex operator, Dave?
Operator, like you patch the lines to the right ladies?
No. People call in, and they use me to live out their fantasies.
I mean...
Go. And I have a character name. I can't be James. My name's Ron.
Ron.
Spelled R-A-W-N.
R-A.
Because I go in raw.
Raw Ron?
Well, I thought it was just Ron. Ron.
Raw Ron.
Well, I'm glad you felt the need to punch that up. Dave, it was a big weekend on Saturday. We had the at-home Christmas pageant 2024 edition. You won the pageant.
I did, yeah.
It was a talent show. You won doing solo improv. That must have been a real treat for you.
It was nice to win something. I don't know if I loved my set, but, every time...
the judges did.
The judges did, yeah.
Next day, you had your son's birthday, your little son.
That's right, my little Theodore.
Yeah.
2 years old he turned. And, very excited to see him grow.
And much like Saturday, we were putting this comedy show together. Last night, I put a wrestling show together. It was literally carbon copy days, just with two different art forms and disciplines. But unlike Saturday, Sunday, my night ended at 2:30 in the morning at Cafe Cleopatra.
Wow. That's the, the stripping club?
Yeah, I went to the stripping club. We thought it's been a great year in our wrestling company. Let's celebrate. And I had the worst Diet Coke of my life.
Was it too flat?
It was.
Because when you go to these stripping clubs, you don't want
the Diet Coke to be
too flat. Yeah.
Yeah, you want some bounce to the ounce.
That's right.
I had an awkward conversation with an exotic dancer.
Okay.
Was wearing a Christmas sweater that says Happy Holidays. And as this one performer got off stage, I was turning my head and then our gaze met. And I thought, this is bad because she's going to come and talk to me. And I'm not one to spend money at these types of establishments. She came over and she was
You,
squinting down.
James?
She was an enormous lady. It was like a standing tower.
Okay. So large in the vertical sense.
Large in the vertical sense. Yeah, she was towering over me. She was already tall, but she also had platform boots a la some type of boogie woogie dancer.
Like one of the
She was a redwood.
like a fembot.
Yeah, she was a fembot meets a redwood.
Yeah.
And she looked down and she was squinting
Mm-hmm.
at my sweater, and I could tell
She
she
could
was
barely
having.
see you from up there.
Yeah, she couldn't. Yeah, I want to say, oh, how's the weather up there? And she couldn't read the sweater, so I said, oh, the sweater says Happy Holidays, and then she said, oh, ho, 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 which I think she was trying to be a little bit cheeky.
Well, it's a Santa saying, but of course,
Yeah, yeah, of course, she made it a little cheeky,
yeah.
and I asked her if she had put up her Christmas tree yet. She said, "No, I'm just enjoying everyone else's."
Wow.
I
Well, her
said, "Well,
voice sounds sexy.
it was, it sounded better than mine at the top of the show." I said, "Are you going to be
Now
doing
she could be
anything?"
an operator.
Oh yeah, she could be an operator. I asked her if she was doing anything festive this year. She says, "I'm learning to skate and I still wear knee pads." I was like, "Oh, that's fun." And then she
Yikes.
asked if I'd like to enjoy some company. I said, "Well, actually, we're just about to be on our way out." And I said, "But if anything, I thought your performance was quite impressive. You did a lot of different acrobatic moves." And I want to keep in mind that I said moves, but she mistook what I said and she goes, "Oh, you like my boobies?" I said, "No. I said I like the moves." And then she walked away.
Well,
I think she likes me.
after every show, it's important to,
Do notes.
get together with your team and do some notes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to think that I was part of the team. Some lady got on stage during another dancer's performance and started taking her clothes off, and then the dancer admonished the woman. The woman got
Just
off stage,
a civilian.
civilian. She got off stage and just went back to her table topless for about two songs. Just hung out.
That's, I don't know how I feel
You
about
were
that.
missed.
Well, I don't like hanging out in those kinds of places. I'm a family man, James.
You're vanilla. Well, this is not a family show.
I want to set a good example for my boy Theodore, who's 2 years old.
Well, I can't wait till he's a little bit older and his crazy Uncle Jim can take him over to Cafe Cleopatra, a stripping club.
Well,
What do you think about that, Dave? Your son turns 18. I'm like, I'm gonna take him out to the Peelers.
honestly,
Yeah.
it's a little weird.
Why?
Well, because you're, 35 years his senior,
Sure.
and I feel like you're grooming him to go to strip
I'm
clubs.
not grooming him. I said, what if when he turns 18 we go? I'm not doing any grooming.
Okay, well, if you're
You're
setting the
projecting
plan
that.
out in advance, it's a little bit suspect.
I didn't set the plan out. I said, what if?
Well,
Dude, you're getting ahead of yourself. You were spiraling.
I don't
You're
know if I'm
spiraling worse than
spiraling.
last week when Dimitri was on the show making everybody laugh.
okay. Well, you're the one who's proposing bringing my 2-year-old son to a strip
No,
club.
I didn't propose it. I said, what if that happened? This is called a hypothetical.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, would you
Insulting.
rather would you rather he go to the stripping club with me when he turns 18 or he goes with you
Is this one of those hypotheticals
while
you're informing me about?
while he's still a child? Which would you rather?
I suppose if I had to pick one, I'd rather him being 18.
Nice. So I'm glad that you trust me. Dave, we're going to continue on with the show tonight. By continue, I mean start. Our first guest this evening is the great and late Aaron Lewis of Stained once said, it's been a while since this youngster's been here. You nervous to talk to him, Dave?
No, I'm quite fond of this person.
Well, I'd like if when he gets on the air, you show it because I think sometimes you're a little bit cold with the guests.
What kind of attitude are you coming into this episode with, James?
I just want our guests to feel welcome.
Okay, well, maybe prove it a little bit.
All right. Well, let's welcome the one and the only Pat Gourdeau. Be nice, Dave. Pat, welcome back, buddy.
Hey, how y'all doing? It's so nice to be the first gay person to be on the show in 2.5 years.
Yeah. Well, Pat, we're proud to be celebrating you tonight.
Well, it's the first time ever anyone's been proud in 2.5 years, so I'm glad
All
to
right,
be a part of it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't want to speak for Dave. Dave, what do you think?
Well, on the show
You don't look very proud.
we celebrate a Pride Day every 2.5 years. One day, it's a one-day event, and that day happens to be December 16th, 10:18 p.m.
We're celebrating a couple different things tonight. In addition to that, it's the holidays. It's almost like, yeah, Pat, it's like the Olympics. Every 4 years there's the events, the Olympic events, and every 2 years we've got someone from the community here.
Interesting, because I did check our Instagram message history, and the last time I was on the show was February 9th, 2022. Is there any historical significance to the February 9th date?
Oh, that's another Pride night.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, great. Okay, perfect.
It's on
It floats around like lunar eclipses.
it's
and
not
Pride
on the
anniversary.
Christian calendar. It's a different calendar.
We use the At Home with James calendar.
Yeah.
And I thank you for not using the Christian calendar. They're not big fans of us, so thank you for that.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say that I'm very I feel very proud to have you here tonight
Thank you. Thank you.
as an ally.
I loved the discourse at the top of it because I just want to let everyone know that I did recently see the film Honora. So if anyone has any questions about sex work or anything like that, let me know.
I'm not familiar with this movie. Now, Dave, I know you love sex work. Have you seen the film?
I haven't seen the film. And you
You'd
know
love
what?
it.
While I don't partake in the industry, I do support it. So you're right,
Okay.
James.
And what ways do you support?
I just think that
I know you do the food drive every year.
It's a silent type of support, but
Oh, just like your support for gay people.
yeah. I don't like to be loud about it.
Proud but not loud.
Proud but not loud.
Wow.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, sex workers in about 2.5 years expect a little, a little bit of support from David Kaufman.
Well, that wouldn't be. Not all sex workers are partake in Pride Day.
Okay. Okay. So
We have
I
a
amend
sex worker day.
Yeah. Great.
Once every decade.
Okay. Ooh.
Wow, this that one really pops up only truly once in a while.
Once in a while, yeah.
Yeah, Pat, how are the holidays treating you so far?
They're good. I feel like they've both have not started yet, and yet I feel like
What?
they've been going on for 2 months.
Oh, I've had my tree and decor up since the 15th of November. I went to Walmart at Namur Metro and bought some new decor today.
Really? Oh, what did you get?
Dave, would you allow me to show you my new decor?
Sure, yeah.
Get ready for this. This is a real.
Oh, careful. Underwear.
I'm very proud of this.
Oh, that's really cute.
It's a big standing Santa.
Oh, that's nice.
I saw someone yesterday who had it, and I said, "Well, I need to have one of these." And then I went and bought my own.
It's very cute.
Thank you.
From Walmart?
Yes, Walmart Namur Metro,
If I may, how much was it?
with or without the tax.
Well, tax. I don't want to get into the tax debate of it all. I know it's a
Okay,
hot button
yeah.
issue.
We're a libertarian, low taxes show. Once in a
Yeah,
while.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
2 years,
Every
I
2
celebrate tax.
years, yeah.
There's something me and Dave can agree on. It's our libertarianism, right, Dave?
I don't know about that, but
Let me,
yeah.
hold on. Let me just put my hand down to be clear what I'm doing.
Oh, we're doing a props? Okay.
Yeah, it's a fist of defiance followed
Okay.
by.
I got nervous about the hand sign. I got nervous.
This doesn't look great.
Yeah,
This
your-
really is.
Your hand's out of the frame, so we can sort of
Yeah.
imagine what's going on
Yeah,
up there, and it's not
yeah.
great.
This good. This bad. This really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're covering
So
a
how
lot
much
of
was it?
topics off the top here. Now, Pat, it was $38 before taxes.
Okay.
Yeah,
How big is it?
I would say it's about. Dave, how tall is your son?
Okay.
I don't know. Like 2 feet?
I would say it's about as tall as Dave's son. And I don't have kids, so it's almost like I've got my own little Santa son.
You don't have kids, but you seem very involved in Teddy's life.
Well, like a lot of my friends have kids now, so I'm crazy Uncle Jim.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Pat, if I can
Yeah.
call you that, you're also an uncle. You're a mononcle.
Yes, a real one at that. Yes,
Yeah.
I have two nephews and a niece.
Okay. How do you like being a mononcle, a real one?
Well, I get the best of both worlds because I don't live in the same city as them.
Yeah.
So they get like sometimes they miss me, and so when I see them, they're very excited. But I also get to just leave and
Do
not.
they FaceTime you ever?
Yeah, yes. I look, I'll be honest, I'm usually the one to initiate, which,
Mhm.
the phone goes both ways, but
Yeah. Hey, preach.
Amen.
right? Divorced dads, am I right? So and so I do FaceTime them, but yeah, they do get excited when they see me,
Who
but
No,
who do you think they like more as a mononcle, you or your brother? Well, I don't want to say his name. We'll just call him Phil.
right, yeah, yeah. Phil, or pick one name.
Yeah.
I guess let's go with Phil.
Yeah.
I think we both have different strengths.
Okay.
I think my strength is being fun, being funny, I guess all the good things. And my brother likes to play this game that's called like in French it's like couvert, but like I guess just like a like a blanket.
Mm-hmm.
And the game's essentially he just lays down on the sofa and then they all just pile up on him and try to like essentially rip him to shreds or like cover
Mm.
him up and then like sort
Okay.
of yeah. So
That
he doesn't mind getting beaten up by these children. I think they tried once and I was like no. And so I
okay,
think
yeah, it's not
we
for
get
you.
some
You're more silly fun.
yeah, in a way where I'll make fun jokes, like roast them a bit, and then like
Yeah.
when I'm fed up, I
Okay.
let them know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Well, Pat, you're here for a very specific reason tonight. You're a fun guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know how to have fun. You're silly.
Yeah.
Tonight's a heartfelt holiday episode. I wanted to know if you had any tips, tricks, any type of advice for people that are hoping to have maybe a touching or romantic holiday season. Because I think you're a romantic.
I am. I'm a romantic at heart.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Dave, what about you?
nah, not really.
All right.
Okay. Moving on. I don't know. I feel like my ideas might spark a bit of. We might find the romantic boy
Oh,
in David tonight
Hmm.
oh, that'd be
with
fun.
Yeah,
my.
we want to find the inner romantic boy inside of Dave.
Okay, I know where your mind goes. Mine doesn't.
Pat, if I can call you that, you said it.
I did say it, but I said it with
You're
such a.
looking for the romantic boy inside of Dave.
Well, maybe when that boy turns 18, Uncle James can take him to a strip club.
Well, better than you taking him now.
I suppose that's true.
Well, I mean, it's like the lesser of two evils, I guess. Oh God. So yeah, I do have a bunch. James, I have a bunch. I've been preparing for
Great.
weeks. I have a bunch of romantic
Yeah.
ideas.
Well, we've had this episode in the pipeline, so I'm glad to know that you've been doing your due diligence. Dave, are
Mhm.
you ready to hear about some of these holiday romance tips from the one and only PG?
I mean, he's the expert, so I definitely want to hear him.
Yeah.
And the name may be PG, but these won't necessarily be PG.
Oh man.
Yowza.
Am I right? Am
Yeah,
I right,
Mamma
lady?
Mia. Yabba dabba doo.
Yabba dabba doo gabagooey.
Oh my God. Whoa, Baba Booey.
Bababooey.
Are these the tips?
Yep. Tip number one.
Oh.
Babagooey. No, I kid. No, I have a lot of ideas. But first, let's say, for example, this isn't an improv exercise, but like, let's maybe like establish just a scenario, for example, where like,
Okay.
what if, be it David, be it James, like what one of you is taking, I'm just going to come out and say it, a woman on not a girl, a woman on a
Yeah.
date.
Sorry, Dave.
Okay. It's,
Jesus.
okay. Let's focus on James. David's gotten a lot of airtime. So James, let's say James is taking a woman out on a date. Unless things have changed, maybe you finally embraced the proud lifestyle 2.5 years in. But for now, let's assume it's a woman. You're taking
Sure.
a woman out on a
Yeah.
date. Tell me more about this woman because I really want my services because
Okay. So
they are-
I'm like building a woman.
ugh,
Is that what you mean? Okay. Or am I imagining a woman?
It's like a
whichever.
Build-A-Bear.
Yeah, it's like a Build-A-Bear but woman edition.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so this is me just asking. It's not because I have some penchant to put some Frankenstein lady together.
your mind immediately went to that. No, I was thinking more like, imagine like what does she like? What do you guys do
Okay.
together? What's.
Yeah. She probably thinks I'm really funny, and she
Mm,
really likes listening to me crack jokes and riff.
okay, so she's not all there. Okay.
I I think
That was terrible. Take that
you
back.
know,
Take
I
that
think I
back.
think that hey, you know what?
No, no,
Um,
no. Not me getting
I,
canceled.
I I think she likes to read.
Okay.
I think she likes to read. Probably enjoys going to secondhand bookstores, but probably also likes going to Indigo,
Hmm.
corner of St. Catherine Street in McGill College.
Yeah.
Probably likes to unwind after a long day of work.
Hmm. What's her job?
What's her job? I think I'm going to end up with a teacher, like my hero,
Oh,
Dave.
oh, Sarah.
Oh
Uh,
God.
watch out, Dave. Okay,
I'm
so she's
okay.
Dave's like, I'm not worried. Okay, so she's a teacher.
Yeah.
She likes reading,
Hmm.
goes both to secondhand bookstores and
Yeah.
Indigo.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
now,
I'll say this: I think she's not afraid to tell me when I'm being too much.
I think you need that.
Yeah, I
Okay,
don't mind it. I don't mind it.
and I'll give you this. You have 10 seconds. Talk about her physically. Go.
Oh well, she's certainly beautiful, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
What a
Maybe.
wait, what was that?
I'll
What'd
be
you...
the judge of that.
I said
Yeah.
maybe.
All right. Well, like, look, I'm often looking for a lady that Dave finds attractive. I want the approval from my friends. That's important to me. You know, yeah, I haven't dated a lady with brown hair in a while. Maybe she's got brown hair, brown eyes.
Okay. I will say, it feels like you and Dave have gotten even closer in the last 2 years. Okay. All right. So she's a brown-haired, brown-eyed woman teacher. Sorry. Who loves books. Okay. And this is during the holidays.
Sure. Yeah.
I have the perfect
Okay.
day. We start
Hmm.
the day at Eggs Key, the restaurant.
All right.
I'm getting crickets.
So,
Okay, we
so we're
start the
starting the day with breakfast.
we start the day with breakfast.
Hmm.
And now, James, I know you mentioned after going to the stripping club, as you call it, you don't love spending money there, but I'm gonna urge you, you gotta spend. If she wants,
I don't mind spending money at a restaurant on
well,
on a lady I love.
or a Santa Claus. So if what you're gonna do is you get her anything she wants,
You
anything
know
that
what's
teacher
interesting
wants.
is that I could see if I saw a $38 breakfast on a menu, I'd be like, "What is this?" But a $38 Santa, I'm like, "Whoa, what a steal!"
Yeah, but I mean, I'm saying even if she wants a $38 smoothie that's like, like the ones at Quebec restaurants that are like
Yeah,
les boules de Ginette or whatever,
yeah.
like get her
Wait,
that.
les boules de Ginette.
That's balls.
Sorry.
It sounds awesome. Can you tell me what goes
No,
into that
it's
smoothie? What's les boules de Ginette? The
Because
smoothie?
it's always like le camping de mon oncle Régent or like
Yeah, I think you're thinking about Le Frier.
oh well that's where okay, scratch that. Fuck eggs key or whatever. You're going to that.
All right.
Because I will say it is cheesy, but there's nothing more fun than you and your partner slash friend slash you and Dave like looking at the menu together and just saying, did you see the one with like the camping van or whatever it's called or like Embrek Syndical and everyone's like ah, because that's always really fun.
Yeah.
And that gets to the teacher and the improv teacher even closer together, two
Hmm.
members of the
Yeah.
teaching community.
Yeah. Proud members.
Yes. Okay, so after you do that, what you're gonna do, you're gonna go to Indigo
Okay.
because she loves books.
Hmm.
But once you get to Indigo, I want you to do specifically this. Get to
Okay.
Indigo, okay, I have my passport here. Imagine this is
Yeah.
a book.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay, the book's here.
Yep.
Like, yeah, I guess I could buy it, but I don't know. This place lacks character, It's like all these books, it's like, has anyone ever touched them? Has anyone
Hmm.
ever read them? And I want you to get out of there.
Okay.
She'll follow,
Hmm.
but I want you to take the lead and I want you to get the fuck out of there.
Okay. So take like we're hey Hey, we need a name for this lady, Pat. What are we naming this lady? Who do you imagine me with?
Oh God, probably a woman named like Anna.
Oh, okay. One N or two?
Dealer's choice, but I gotta go with two.
Yeah,
I was
two.
gonna go with two. Okay, so you go two as well, Dave?
Oh yeah.
Hmm. And so you run out. Anna's like, "Oh my God, sorry," and then the Heather from Indigo Chapters is there, and she's like, "Sorry, Heather, gotta go." And then she walks out, and she's like,
Yeah.
James, what's going on?" Your name is James in this scenario.
Yeah.
She's like, "James, what's going on?" You're like,
Now, when you answer as me, can you impersonate me so I can really understand?
And what's his
"Okay, you be
last
Anna."
name in this scenario?
Yeah, what my last name is?
Oh, let's go with any McGee.
Okay.
Okay, let's do some acting work.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do the thing in the
This
book
is what
thing.
you moved to
Yeah.
Toronto for, right?
Yeah. Hi, Pat Gourdeau, 6'1",
6'1"?
represented by McGee. Okay, Dave, how tall do you think I was?
I don't know.
Okay, and next week have me back on the show and we'll talk about height.
Yeah, Pat's
Okay.
enormous. Pat's enormous. Pat's a redwood.
I'm enormous. It was me at the stripping
Yeah.
club with.
Oh, I thought. Okay, now it all makes sense.
Hey, you're
Yeah,
a great
yeah.
actor.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I was trying to yes and James, but he wasn't having it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he
All right.
doesn't. Do that.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, I mean, I could read this book. I could buy it even, but like, what the fuck? It's like no one's ever read a single book in this place. They're all brand new. What do you think, Anna?
Dave, why don't you play Anna?
Okay, well, okay, now I'm gonna. Okay, what do you think, Anna?
You got blocked.
Well, I wanted to include Dave in the exercise. I thought he was being left out.
Dave is all over
I don't
this
think you should be
episode.
throwing the. I don't know if you should be throwing the books on the ground.
Oh, you don't know shit, Anna. Shut up.
You're right. I'm so stupid.
God, those kids you teach must be dumb as fuck. I gotta go. Follow me if you have to.
Okay, I'm right behind you.
Oh, James, you play Heather.
Excuse me, you threw that book on the ground.
Shut up, Heather.
I'm sorry for his behavior.
Yeah, I don't know if you should be with this man. He seems horrible.
There's something.
Okay, I don't want two women ganging up against my character. Like, let's
Okay.
not be too proud.
He
I don't
seems
want that.
really hot. You should go with him.
I know.
Thank you.
He's gorgeous.
Anna.
Yeah. What?
Oh, you're here. You found me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bookstore was shit.
Yeah. It was bad. James McGee was
But
bad.
Anna, wait 1 second. I got some. You know that big bar of toffee that you can get, McIntosh, I think it's called.
Are you okay? You're sweating.
Yeah, I just need my McIntosh. One second.
Okay.
I love McIntosh.
Heather, stop following us.
Heather, aren't you back to your store?
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. There's just something I needed to say.
What?
James, if things don't work out with Anna, here's my number.
Whoa.
Bitch.
It's on my credit card. Ah.
That was amazing. Okay. Now that I've had my McIntosh, I feel better. Anna,
Yeah,
do you trust me?
I do.
I knew you did. Okay, close your eyes.
Okay.
Follow me. Don't open your eyes.
Okay, I'm following the sounds of your movement.
Yes. There's only me on St. Catherine. Okay, we walk. Okay. I turn a corner. We're close to Barbie Barn. I'm like, oh, should we stop? No. And then
Sorry, Pat. Just a quick heads up. I know you've been gone for a while. The Barbie barn is long closed.
I can't get into that emotionally, physically,
All right.
spiritually,
Okay.
or
Let's just say
sexually
it's,
right
in
now.
this universe, it still exists.
Heather, what are you talking about?
Okay. Anna, do you smell that Barbie Barn?
Oh yeah, it smells good.
Great. I love how this place is still open. Oh, okay. Anna,
Yeah.
open your eyes. Yeah, it's a used bookstore.
Oh my god.
Old books and stuff.
It smells so musty in here.
Yeah.
It's turning me on.
Yeah. Do you know some old books have book lice?
Book lice.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's like lice, but in books.
Okay.
You want to go in?
Oh, I thought. Yeah. Let's go inside.
No, we're right by the door, but we're about to go in if you want to.
Okay. Carry me over the threshold.
No. And scene.
All right. So those are your tips for my romantic holiday fun.
Yeah, the thing is, look, it's not going to work for everyone. Not everyone
Yeah.
can pull that off. And I recognize the man in this story, James, I think his name was.
Yeah.
Like, not everyone can do what he does.
I thought you pulled it off. It was a very interesting interpretation, but overall, it's someone who takes charge and knows what they want.
Yeah, I think he's a man who like definitely like marches to the beat of his own drum.
Yeah.
But the right drummer will
Yeah.
drum along.
Okay. Yeah. Dave, what did you think about that?
I mean, it was a sort of an out of body experience.
Yeah.
Did you
really got
feel
there.
like
you
Anna?
you really
I felt like
committed to it.
Anna, and I felt like I was whisked away by this fantasy version of James McGee.
What were your thoughts? What? Okay, actually, let's flip this around because Dave, let's be honest, Dave is essentially the host of this SNL episode. So, Dave, what if you, after having been Anna, okay,
Yeah.
being Anna, title of my book, after having been Anna, what advice would you give to anyone dating James in this scenario specifically?
I mean,
During the holidays.
you have to have thick skin.
Ooh.
You got to be willing to be embarrassed in public. But he'll ultimately take you somewhere you want to be, but you didn't know you wanted to be.
Wow.
Ooh, I like that.
I feel supported as a friend.
Yeah. Again, you're really leaning deep into this friendship, but okay.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot's changed in the past 2 years, Pat.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah, we don't
neglected.
hate
I
each
feel
other
alone.
anymore.
You know what?
We don't hate each other anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
the
touching
the
on that.
the tumultuous nature between the two of us has long since been put to bed.
Things got a bit rocky after David had his first child.
Yeah.
I know, yeah. I felt a little neglected.
You know, they get jealous.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. The first one is always a little bit weary when things change.
Yeah, and I will say, Dave, you keep referring to Teddy as your son. I hope you mean your second son, because we've got son number one on the call right now.
Yeah. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate it.
Well, this is a point of contention.
Okay.
James isn't my son.
What?
I know.
Well, I hope that next year we can bring you back so we can hear about romantic
Next
father-son
year?
getaways. Yeah, well, what about Valentine's Day or New
Am I
Year's?
banned from the show?
No, you've never been panned, Pat. What about that? A romantic father-son weekend.
Yeah. I'm gonna take another acting class because I want to diversify my character offering.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be there.
Pat, what was it like to be back tonight?
You know,
I
I
had a lot
felt
of
like it
fun.
was a burying the hatchet kind of night. I feel like we both came in, well, all three of us, because, you know, essentially, as I said, David has had more screen time than all of us combined. I think, you know, there was a lot of raw emotion, especially at
Yeah.
first. Feelings were hurt, and,
Yeah.
Gay people have feelings. But I think there was a
Yeah.
lot there.
Well, I've been saying
and-
that for years. Dave, what about you?
Yeah,
David.
I've been told that. Yeah.
Yeah, people have told you, hey, yo, Dave. Gay people. Yeah, whenever people want to voice opinions about the LGBTQIA plus community, they go straight to David Kaufman.
That's right. I'm a sort of therapy sponge.
Moving on. And so, yeah, I think we really got somewhere beautiful.
Yeah.
I think my acting work with David really, I hope it struck a chord with your audience.
We're pretty good
did.
scene partners.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's back in action, David. Back
Yeah,
in
it's almost like you guys are part of a great team with a great coach.
Yeah, inspired by an American
Almost.
president.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Pat, I hope you have a really happy holiday season. Let's do this again soon. I think the band is back together.
The boys are back in town.
Oh yeah, banana, Dave. Last words for Pat.
Love you, bud.
Same here.
Bye, Pat. Thank you
I'm-
very much. Wow, Dave. I think we got to we got to shake things up around these parts here and bring back some legendary old faces. Not to say that Pat's got an old face.
I thought he was looking quite
Taut, very taut.
Yeah, sure.
You know, I celebrated Thanksgiving with Pat a couple years ago.
I didn't know that. No.
Oh yeah, me, Pat, and our friend Sima.
Oh,
No one had that on their bingo card.
I did.
You had it on your bingo card?
No, I'm just kidding, James. That's quite the pairing.
Oh yeah.
Seems
Well,
like
it's a trio.
Oh, that's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do it again next Thanksgiving and you can join us. Then it would be 2 pairs.
I would love that.
All right, let's book it. Dave, we got time for one more. This show's flying by.
Yep.
We've been having fun, haven't we, this holiday season?
I think so, yeah. Even late at night.
Yeah, this is things get a little bit more risque late at night.
Sure,
we've been taking some different chances.
Yeah, it's like the late show versus the late show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's welcome our second and final guest this evening. We've had a long-standing legend, and dare I say, our next guest is now a current legend. Let's welcome our friend Marilyn to the program. Marilyn, you're coming to us from what appears to be a very boozy location.
Yeah.
Whoa, I like the way that you said that.
Yeah.
You drunk?
Could be. Could be. We're so close to the holidays, man.
Marilyn,
Maybe earlier you were testing your sexy voice, James. I'm trying this. What?
I like it. I was about to ask, have you been drinking Fireball tonight? Could be.
Wow. My mom always wants to serve me that. I'm not a fan.
Okay. Now we've discussed you drinking crème de menthe around the holidays. Have you had any this Christmas season?
Not yet, but I don't have the big bar. Well, my mom doesn't have such a big bar, but she'll have these old bottles of alcohol that she's owned for now 40 years or something.
I think most parents of our generation have those old bottles. Dave, do your parents have any old booze at home?
Oh yeah, same booze bottles they had since I was a kid. We had a cleaning lady who used to steal booze from them.
Really?
And then so my mom would put a little marker line where the booze was to see if it would go down. I think she caught on and started diluting it.
Wow.
Interesting. Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's quite a tale. Anytime I see these old booze bottles out in the wild, maybe at like a Marché aux Puces, it really transports me back to a bygone era of my youth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also like having in my old house where I kind of mostly grew up, we actually had a bar. Like a bar set up, mirrors and everything. Like I always thought that was cool, and I was never inclined to really like drink or anything, but just play bar when my friends would come over and stuff.
This is the first time I've ever heard anyone say they played bar as a kid. Dave, did you have any unusual kid games? When I was a kid, I desperately wanted to own a video store. I
think that was a dream for a bunch of kids. Like
really owning a video store, so I'm not alone.
Well, I feel like at like 10, you'd want to own a video store.
I wonder what the reasoning is.
Well, for me, it would be because you could rent all the video games there. There was you'd always.
I like the entrepreneurial aspect of it. I also really wanted to have a table at a flea market.
Interesting. So you're like a little baby capitalist.
Yeah. LBC.
Yeah. Yeah, me.
I would still like to have a table at a flea market. Marilyn, one day you will.
Yeah, it might be. It should be the plan. We'll see.
I think your destiny is that one day you will have a kiosk at the Marché aux Puces Saint-Michel.
Yeah.
I'd be just worried that you
join me often when I do.
I would love it. I can see you and I both having a fanny pack full of change.
Marilyn,
drinking coffee out of styrofoam cups. Dave, please.
I said I'd be worried that you would spend more at the flea market than you'd make at your table.
That's a real risk.
Yeah.
I experienced this summer when we had a little bazaar with some of our friends of the show, Alex Brown and Marlena Moore. And that's exactly what happened. Like, I'm happy I got rid of some things, but inherited a lot more things. Went back with more stuff. Real danger for me.
Well, Marilyn, what I want to do tonight, now that we've exchanged our pleasantries, we had Pat, who was on moments ago. He was talking about things that can be romantic for couples around the holiday season. And I guess the only thing we got to is grabbing your girlfriend and demanding you leave a bookstore and taking her to a nearby used bookstore by a now closed barbecue restaurant. Marilyn, what do you have on tap for tonight?
Yeah, well, I was going to explore the unromantic side of things, possibly. Right. And But at the same time, I find that we don't really need to get it dark. It's still like happy moments. And I don't know if we're
Okay.
gonna role play here like you
Hmm.
did before, but we can definitely explore the situation maybe in a, platonic way.
Okay, yeah. So, Dave, is it fair to say things were a little dark in that first portion of the show?
A
Got a little
little,
risque.
a little risque, a little bit hot.
Yeah. I'm feeling a little bit sweaty. I'll say this: the backside of my underpants are feeling a little bit moist right now
Well, that's
from s- from,
no different
from
than any
sweat.
other day.
Oh, here we go, Marilyn. You hear the way he talks to me?
I'm
Well,
just kidding.
well, I'm just saying, like, look at you two. Now you've
Yeah.
role play this like romantic couple, but in a way you are like just your friends, right? You're good
Yeah.
friends. So you spend time
Yeah.
together. I mean, I was just gonna explore this
Well,
a
I
little.
try to. I try to spend time with Dave.
Yeah.
He's always working.
Yes. I was okay. Well, here's the thing, and I don't know, this probably actually happened, so we'll see if we like go somewhere else.
Mhm.
But Dave probably has some days off during the holidays, and that way you can spend, I know he's got a family, but there's probably good times to be spent together during that time, is there not?
Marilyn, I think so. Dave, what about you?
I mean, maybe.
You see,
I'm just
Marilyn?
curious. Has this
Well,
happened in the past? What about the past?
James will
Like,
come over and he'll hang out with my kids, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
so that's a fun time, right? I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
especially for a special occasion like that, kids are so kind of like extremely, well, a little crazier because of Christmas, right? I think. I don't know. They get a
Well,
little.
Dave doesn't decorate.
Oh, okay. So then it's just like normal, but they're still a little crazy, these kids anyway. So I'm just saying they have crazy little kid energy.
Yeah, they
And
have
I'm
kid
sure
energy, sure.
yeah. So James, you're good with that, spending time with the kids.
Well, yeah, I think I also have crazy little kid energy.
Yeah. So that's
I'm a
good.
bit of a troublemaker.
Has Dave brought his kids to your decorated house? Like that would be a
Yeah.
fun adventure, right?
He's brought his daughter. His daughter is permitted anytime. I don't think I trust his son. Not at this current age. Dave, would you say
Okay.
that's fair?
Well, he might get into a fight with that Santa Claus.
Oh yeah, yeah. He might think it's another little guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I will say that I would love to see that.
The fight or
That
just the interaction?
The fight. I would love to see the fight because I don't think your son is breaking this thing. This thing is tick.
Okay, well then it's fine. Oh, you should invite
Yeah.
him over, James.
I don't trust him around my Christmas village. I think he's a great guy. He's a bruiser. He's a roughhouser, but I think he might leave this place like a hurricane ran through it.
Oh, that's probably true.
Yeah,
Well,
Dave's
even
daughter,
in a
Dave
few
and his daughter.
years.
There's a standing invitation. They haven't been here in 2 years.
I'm saying before you take him to the strip club, how about he comes to visit your house? Keep
I-
that,
yeah.
on the
Yeah,
like that could
Dave,
be an
what do you
activity, a
think?
fun.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I would like another adult to be there, though.
For the first event, the visit
Or
to
the
the
second
house.
event.
The second event, okay.
Why not both?
All right. Well, I'm just saying the holidays, in my case, is a fun times to hang out with friends because we have a bit
Yeah.
more time. And in my situation, I have something funny that happens. I have 3 friends that have birthday between Christmas and New Year's.
Okay.
So that is like a time to hang out, and they know each other. So usually we'll have like a moment where we'll hang out and actually have like another party. It's not like
Yeah.
you can have a bunch of parties going on, but what's another party? You're all ready to party, right? For like 3
I
weeks.
love parties this time of year. I think they're great. I've been to a couple already, and I'd like to go to a couple more.
Exactly. I've been saying yes to everything social like the past 2 weeks and have like mingled, like probably out mingled myself really. But
Okay.
all good.
All right. Okay.
So hanging out is good. Uh, I was gonna say like another way to like hang out is you have to think about the people that might be like expats or
Hmm.
like holiday orphans. Maybe you have some friends like that sometimes like are staying in town. So
Well,
catching up with some of these people, I suggest doing that.
well,
Call a
this is
friend that's
interesting.
lonely.
Are you ready for this, Marilyn? So we literally have an expat. Pat is coming back for the holidays. Dave, what if we hang out with Pat?
Sure, that'd be great.
Maybe we all go to a stripping club.
I feel like Pat's pretty much into that.
Yeah,
But
Pat
see-
is into that, and it rhymes too.
Yeah.
We'll
You
see.
can actually play out that little scenario and go in front of like Barbie Barn and be sad for a second. What's there now? I'm curious. I wonder. I don't know.
I think we like different strip clubs, but we'll talk about it.
Oh, I think we just got a production note. All right, so hang out with people that you haven't seen in a while who may be away from their family.
Yeah. I think that's pretty cool.
I mean, that's
I like
nice.
it.
I've had people over before who are Christmas orphans, and I feel like you get a little bit
That
of a
is true.
satisfaction, celebrating with people who are part of maybe your chosen family rather than your actual one.
Now I know I don't want to embarrass Dave.
Mhm.
I don't want to shine a spotlight on him. He doesn't like when people say nice things about him. Makes him a little uncomfortable. For many years, I saw Dave cook people breakfast on Christmas morning. People that aren't with family, people that don't have a lot of friends, the less fortunate.
I don't know about less fortunate.
Well, they don't have family.
Sure. In that
Dave,
circumstance,
they don't have families.
I'm not running a soup kitchen from my apartment. Is all.
I never said Dave.
Well, which
we're
would
gonna
be
run-
nothing wrong with that.
Dave,
Yeah.
I'm over here singing your praises, and you're trying to step. I think just own it.
All right. I own it.
You're a great guy on Christmas.
I like having people over Christmas Day, and I like making.
Come on, you love having people over on Christmas Day.
I love it. I like making latkes, combining cultures.
What cultures are you going to be combining this year?
Probably the Judaism and the Christianity.
All right, great.
Yeah,
Good
because
classic
they're on the
combo.
same day this year.
Yeah, those are classics.
Yeah,
But he's right. There's a certain timing that works out this year, right? Exactly.
Yes, yeah.
Perfectly. Okay. Cool. That's quite nice.
Marilyn, you want to come by Christmas Day?
I mean, I would love
Dave,
to kind of like.
It kind of feels like you're calling Marilyn less fortunate.
You're right. The invitation's been revoked.
Well, I have only like a small like I have a very big extended family, but I have
How many aunts and uncles again do you have, Marilyn?
Well, a lot in total. Some of them are dead now, but I had a total of like 27 uncles and aunts from both sides of my family. Yeah. But the really impressive numbers is cousins. Like when you get into cousins, I have like 90 cousins.
Oh my God!
There must be
I
a
want to
lot
go.
of
I want to go to your
incest
family
going
reunion.
on.
Whoa, Dave!
Well, people probably don't even know each other.
Dave, you're going. Dave,
Yeah,
you're going to offend the incest community.
you're right. I apologize. And we celebrate Incest Awareness Day once in 100 years.
But
And
in
it
a
falls
way,
on today too. There's a lot of things falling on today.
Falls on today.
Wow. Okay.
I'm
Well,
just saying-
Marilyn, happy.
Desperate to say something in the video call.
I was just gonna say, so proud to be here on a big day like today.
Marilyn.
All my communities being represented. Shout out.
Marilyn, any shout outs to those communities tonight?
no. No.
I've got a bunch here. No.
Yeah, Marilyn, what else can you do around the holidays?
Hey, look, guys, I got some first cousins in my family tree for sure.
All right.
Well, in a way, Dave has a point because the danger is like I actually don't know all of my cousins, and also like, I mean, okay, I think we could figure it out pretty quickly if we were cousins, but there's something about like having such a huge like extended family that
Look, if you have 90 cousins,
yeah,
there is a chance.
yeah.
That's
But
all
also,
I'm
like
saying.
my cousins are separated by an ocean. Half of them are
Okay.
here, half of them are in Europe. So that's
Got it.
already
Got it. Now, Dave, you were saying that it's possible on your family side that it happened.
Oh, I know that I have. If you go a few generations up, there's some first cousins who.
So you're part of the community.
I am part of the community. Yeah. Represent.
Yes.
All right. Well, Dave, so nice to see you waving the flag.
Yeah.
On what day is it again today?
The only flag he'll wave. Woo!
Wow.
Well, not true. I'll wave all sorts
Confederate
of flags.
flag?
Oh my god. No, James.
This is not a family show.
Not the Confederate flag.
Yeah.
In many ways, it is a family show.
I love this. Just Pat. This is just part of the segment.
Sorry, I'll shut up. Sorry, Marilyn. I'll shut
No,
up.
don't. Just don't. I like it. Pat is the eye in the sky. Marilyn, what are some other platonic ways that people can celebrate?
Okay, well, I wanted to like spice things up, but this
Yeah.
is not really. But how about bringing a friend as a pretend partner to like some event?
Oh.
I like the idea, I kind of joking around. Like, it depends what it is. Like, I mean, I wouldn't probably do that to just like my mother. Like, that would be, but to some just random kind of low key kind of like holiday hangout, or try to do an activity to like bring a friend. You don't even have to pretend. It could be just a friend. But what about pretending that they're a partner just for the hell of it?
It sounds like kind of cheeky and fun. Like, oh, this is my wife. And it's kind of like doing improv out in the wild. Dave, you ever done that one?
I haven't done it, but I'm pretty sure I just watched a Sydney Sweeney movie that has the same plot as that.
Well, hold on. You're not pretty sure. You watched it. I was sitting beside you on a plane.
Well, to be fair, James, we didn't really watch it. We sort of skipped in between scenes, and I don't quite know what the plot was, but...
But it started that way a bit, yeah.
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay.
So basically, the scene is, I think she's in a coffee shop. She wants to order a coffee. Pat, have you seen this movie?
No, but I know it's called Anyone But You, co-starring Glenn Powell.
That's right.
Yeah,
Handsome
it's not a
Surprise box office hit.
Not a hot name though. Not a hot name. Glenn Powell. He sounds like an old principal.
Yeah, I'm not attracted to Glenn Powell.
I am. Jeez.
You are?
Oh, he's a good-looking guy.
Yeah, didn't you know they're cousins, Pat?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I can't help it.
They're just
He got all the good genes, though.
No, I'm not, but I think it's because I saw him in Twisters, and he kind of annoyed me in that movie.
Yeah, Twister stunk.
Marilyn, have you seen the movie Anyone But You?
I have not. So
yeah, she's ordering a coffee, and they're like, I was literally watching it, no sound. And I think the barista's like, oh man, the line's over there, and he's this just like stud muffin in line, and I think he pretends he's like, oh honey, I'll get your coffee for you, and they pretend, you know what, I'm just gonna start doing this when I'm at Starbeezy.
Classic Sydney and Glenn.
Oh yeah.
Wow, and then perfect. You might meet your Anna the teacher that way, because that's still missing on how you're supposed to meet her. So
Marilyn, why don't I ask you? The next lady that I end up with, what do you predict her name is? I think Anna's a really nice guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like a funky old name, just like somebody who's got a funky family in a way.
Okay.
And it would be like, I don't want it to sound too old, so I don't know.
Well, let's go with it. No one old is watching this show.
How about Gertrude?
Maybe. Really like that one, eh, Marilyn? You love that one.
I just would love to meet somebody called that. I would really.
I think if I was dating a lady called Gertrude, I'd probably call her Gertie.
Yeah, so that would be kind of cute, right? Yeah. So like a little like Shirley or like Cheryl or.
Okay.
Yeah, well, something like that.
Hopefully my Shirley, my Cheryl, or my Gertrude is out there. What other things do we have on tap for platonic Christmas fun?
Yeah, I don't. Let's see. Just like bringing really kind of. There could be some activities like movie watching, and just like there's also like restaurants or hanging out. But I feel like people have a bit more time, possibly, to spend with friends if they're not necessarily working. They have some holidays, so like hanging out really. Well,
so this kind of brings us back to where we began, and Dave, I want to put you on the hot seat here. I hope that this holiday season, there's like 9 days left. I really hope that there's time for us to hang out as friends. I tried to hang out today.
I think we'll be able to hang out. I'm done work at the end of the week. I'm taking 2 weeks off.
Really? You're going to be seeing a lot of me.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will see a lot of each other.
Oh, yeah, sure, we might.
What I mean, James, you're opening the schedule like here to like showing up at Dave's, but what is gonna keep you busy, Dave, apart from probably hanging with James? I know there's the family, but what else? Is there other
there's
stuff?
the family, quite a few cousins in there that he's gonna make time to see.
I'm bringing Pat back on the show.
Yeah, do it. Do it. Well, you're
All right,
supposed to. Pat is visiting. Pat is visiting, so have a moment with Pat. That'd be nice.
Pat, you're back on the air. We now are in a panel configuration.
Okay. No. I mean, no, but I am also curious. You know, Dave, what's keeping you so busy during the holidays?
Well, I got family stuff. I'm going to Quebec on a little adventure with my family, and then I'm gonna take some time to maybe catch up on some movies that I haven't seen.
Anyone but you.
Sure, yeah, and I'm also gonna take a couple of days to just enjoy some time with my wife without the kids while they're at daycare.
And is
the movie watching something you intend to do with your wife? Or that's also something you could do with your friends.
Oh, James doesn't watch movies.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, I don't watch a lot of movies. Yeah, Pat, you were gonna ask Dave a question.
No, I was on Team James. I was also trying to sneak you in one of those movie watching sessions, but it doesn't.
You know,
seem
look,
like it's meant to be.
you know what? I'd love to watch a movie with Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it.
Are you gonna talk the whole time? Like, are you bad at watching movies because you get too?
I fall asleep. I nod off.
Okay.
Really?
I fall asleep big time.
I got there's a few movies that I think you'd enjoy that I'd want to show you.
Oh, like what?
Well, The Big Lebowski, maybe.
Sure, yeah. I'd probably watch that one alone.
What about there's a few action movies. I feel like The Rock, starring Nicolas Cage, Sean Connery.
Yeah, I'm not well versed in his films. Right. I've only seen one Nick Cage movie. It was Moonstruck.
Well, what about another Con Air, another Nicolas Cage movie?
Never seen it.
Steve Buscemi.
If he has a lot of coffee and a Diet Coke that's not flat, are you gonna possibly be able to...
before getting on the air, I'm gonna pull the curtains back. I drank and Pat, you'll like this, you know that I enjoy an energy drink from time to time. I drank a medium Guru and I'm ready for bed.
Really? Does it not affect you?
Very little.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We got to do another health check-in episode.
I would love to do a health check-in.
Yeah.
I'd love to do a health check-in.
Yeah.
Look, I think we came up with all sorts of new other ideas, right? So that's good.
I'm doing some content planning for the whole 2025.
In a lot of ways, it feels like the both of you have really helped bring me and Dave closer together as friends.
Yeah, I think so.
Aww.
Look, it doesn't seem like David was like clamoring for it to happen, but we did do it.
Yeah.
I'm a busy guy.
Yeah. You brought that up a few times. Yeah.
I'm just saying, you already had some nice holiday moments together. We had the lighting.
That's true.
We had the live show. Those were great moments.
We went to Vancouver. I took him to the Vancouver flyover where we did a fly with Santa immersive adventure and experience.
James loves
like you
the
guys.
flyover.
You guys had a trip. You guys had a show, which I wasn't invited to be a part of. You guys had a lot going on together, and
I had you on tap, but Dave said we have too many acts.
Yeah, and you said not too far away from my family. We're not related enough. He can't be in the show. And no, but I will say, and I know we've been roasting Dave a little bit for trying to push James away, but James, here's where you have to recognize that.
Yes.
Dave has made an effort. I think we have to meet in the middle to sort of recognize that Dave has made an effort, including traveling to the other side of the continent.
It's true, yeah. So with that said, I'll travel on the metro to NDG to meet Dave.
Well, it seems fair.
You're in NDG now?
Yeah.
Sorry.
You have other friends that you could go to, James. Unfortunately, I'm not one to host, but maybe you also can expand your horizons. Maybe we could go on a walk in the park in Hochelaga if you're willing to take the green line, James.
I generally travel to all of my friends. They rarely come to me.
Okay.
James is pretty secretive about his apartment. I mean, other than, of course, broadcasting it.
Oh, come on. Marilyn was in my apartment a couple weeks ago. Dave's been over multiple times.
Oh, okay, so everyone but me.
Dave.
Anyway.
Pat, you're invited over to my apartment.
Thank you. All
Well,
right.
Pat, why don't you wrap up the show for us?
Sorry.
Yeah, wrap it up. Pat, you're going to do the honors.
Guys, again, this was Live at Home with Pat. What a great show. What a great episode. I want to thank my personal guests, Marilyn. Thank you so much for joining the show. Dave in the tech booth. Shout out your cousin. Let him know. And James, who was a pretty good guest host. Oh, sorry. I thought he was knocking on a door, but he was just doing his. Again, I don't like just you raising the fist makes me nervous. But
all right.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's it, folks. We've done it again. We'll be back next Monday. I believe another 10 p.m. start. We're getting late this holiday season. Until then, I am James. That's Dave. That's Pat. That's Marilyn. You are you. We were here. Good night. Goodbye. Farewell. And of course, be well.